treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the hardest, they call me the hero. Heavily, then they know what I be on. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, and I go, and I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 24. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And they will take over first and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down from the left hash. This from 53 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. The Charger drive about to get going. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On first down, it's Herbert. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
Herbert on third down now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert throwing again. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line ready to go. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Broncos send Corliss Waitman out to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Got his man, it's Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Allen's got it complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 44, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Herbert back to the air. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Seven, our score after 1.
And that flag accepted.